The Terrible Warriors is brought to you by support from our Patreon supporters at terriblewarriors.com/Patreon. Patreon supporters get postcards in the mail, get named as NPCs and locations in our games, as well as special privileges in our Discord channel where they can listen to recordings of our games, and if they're so inclined, can join a private game group run by GMs on this show. You might end up playing a game that will be featured on the podcast, which kind of makes you an exclusive focus group. Or we'll return to a story that we are probably not going to return to on this show. Or maybe we'll play a game that you really want us to run for you. Find out more details at patreon.com/Terrible Warriors. Today on The Terrible Warriors, return to the Blood Wall. In Episode 3, a special campaign, a summer event run by Tom, He's an Evil Genius White. He got together a number of friends of the show, sort of an all-star cast, as it were, to play 2 campaigns, run simultaneously, released together on the same day. This episode that you're listening to is the episode for the North campaign, and the South campaign is available right now to listen to today as well. For now, I hand my microphone and dice bag over to our Dungeon Master, Tom White.
Hello and welcome back to Terrible Warriors. I am your host and Dungeon Master tonight, Tom, He's an Evil Genius White from the web show Weird Video Games, and this thing you're listening to right now, Terrible Warriors. As always, we are on Twitter at Dice Warriors if you want to pay attention to us and stuff. Joining us tonight, we have...
Is it me first?
Yes, it's you first.
Is it gonna be me first? Hi everybody, it's me, Cassie D20 Love Chew.
And following right behind that is Big Mike from D20 Live, and I guess formerly the 404s at the time of this time will probably get out.
And it is I, Mike the Birdman Dodd, yet another Terrible Warrior and the Dungeon Master of the Cambridge Chronicles, and the host of ThisWeekInGeek.net.
Now, tonight we're playing Dungeons & Dragons North of the Blood Wall. Now, what happened last time, folks? We
lost the only person who could kill in our entire party to sickness.
You are not wrong.
To bring certain people such as like Dodd up to speed, we found out the king was under attack, and it turns out 5 different orc tribes all attacked his vanguard at once, mysteriously, and they were looking for anyone at all who could come and help out in the fight. So our heroes did, and in the midst of all the chaos, Korg, the token barbarian, was shot through the chest with a poisoned crossbow bolt, and so he's now laid out, and the king, who had very specific measures to prevent people from finding out what routes he takes when he travels, knows that something is going on. This information was leaked somehow, and so not knowing who to trust, he basically just assigned our heroes the task of finding out how these orcs found out where he was going to be, and that's kind of where we left off.
Yeah, I'm kind of confused on that, as none of us in any way look orcish. How are we to determine this information, tactically speaking?
Well, I guess we're gonna... For some reason or other, the king trusts you guys, and I guess you're gonna have to figure out what to do from there.
Oh, wait, we had a guy, didn't we? There was a guy there was a side quest you had us to check out.
Right.
There was a guy who got way too much money. I'm trying to remember his name, though.
You hadn't actually heard his name. You basically just heard a rumor around town that a half-orc has fallen into a lot of money.
Yeah, and I got mad about that because that was racial profiling. Got it.
Hooray!
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Back up on
let's
point.
See here. So at this point, you're at the local temple to Pelor, where Korg is resting. You've been with him most of the day, but there isn't much to do now other than let him rest and hopefully recover. Bingle, your halfling sidekick, your other halfling sidekick, who's good at gathering information, has left to go gather some information for you. And the clerics have offered all of you for you to stay the night, so you can stay with Korg, so you don't have to worry about hotel costs and such.
Very good.
I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about dying
te-
without him. Sorry, Cassie, I'm interrupting you.
It's okay. That's all right. Temple of Palor, you say?
Yes.
Well, then I am here. I am praying
Okay.
because Palor is my patron deity.
And so far, if Garrett hasn't clued in by now that people now have to call him Sir, he hasn't said anything.
Garrett doesn't want that kind of attention. Garrett likes living. Garrett lives below the radar. Because the less people that know Garrett exists, the less chance Garrett dies by trebuchet. Which is really a sling to Garrett. See, everyone else's sling
Wait.
is a trebuchet to
Are
Garrett. Yeah, go ahead.
Are they going to shoot you with a trebuchet, or are they going to throw you into a trebuchet and shoot you into the sun?
They're going to hit me with a sling, but because I'm a small man, it will end me. Okay?
Okay, so...
I mean, I think of the really big trebuchets when you say trebuchet.
I know, but it's a scale joke, because I'm small.
we make scale jokes here on Terrible Warriors. Now, it's been a night. You guys have slept at the temple. Now, Celeste, before you wake up, you have a weird and disturbing dream. You dream you're in darkness, and there's light emanating from your holy symbol, Palor's sun, but it can't seem to penetrate this dense dark cloud that surrounds you. And you reach out through the darkness, and you feel someone's hand, and it's someone familiar, like a friend, and the hand abruptly pulls away and leaves you alone in the endless clouds, and that's when you wake up.
Well, that was unsettling.
And, you can definitely feel something. It's the feeling you always get when you can feel Palor speaking to you or through you, and when you're casting spells. You think Palor might be trying to tell you something. So...
Okay.
By the way, so Bengal returns in the morning, and he says, please don't be mad at me.
Oh,
okay.
Well, what did you do?
Okay, look, there's this wizard I know. He wanted to go after the half-orc as well, but he needs some people to go with him, and I'm friends with his family, and he knows you guys are investigating the orc attack, and... Okay, look, most of the town already knows, word is already buzzing that the attack wasn't random. You guys go out to fight for the king, and you come back with knight's crests. I didn't give him any info at all that he didn't already get on his own, I promise. And I don't know, I figured you could use his help, and I kind of...
I walk up to Bengal. Bengal, shh. Bengal?
Yes.
Every time you do anything, a part of me dies. Okay? I'm not here to chastise you. I'm not here to say you aren't doing a good job. But every time you do anything, a part of me dies. Because Peril, Bengal. Peril. He's a wizard, Bengal. You know what they do? They study books and spells and nothing else. They're wackadoodles.
So he's waiting outside.
Good! Now he can hear me!
Okay, so, Mike Dodd, this is your cue.
Introduction. Okay, so I'm standing outside. Outside you see a young kid no older than probably about 16, maybe 17 years old. Got a average build.
Which is still adulthood in this world.
Which is still adulthood. It looks like I've maybe been raised on a farm, but you definitely get the air about me that, sure, I may have done some hard work in my life, but if you were to shake my hand, I guarantee you that they're the softest hands you've ever touched, as I let other people do the work for me. And basically, I look like a giant geek. I don't belong here. I've got these huge glasses on. I'm kind of not paying attention to what's going on around me. I'm dressed in my wizard's robes. I even have the stupid pointy hat.
We're gonna fucking die.
Glasses are kind of hard to come by for poor farmers, so that's a little bit impressive.
Well, that's why my family was a wealthy set of farmers, but I kind of... agriculture and specialized stuff for, maid schools, and that being said, it's a little unfortunate that I kind of burned down the family homestead and can't go home again.
This is every character origin you ever have, Mike.
I have not been here in 4 years, and it's still the same goddamn character.
What are you talking about?
It is the same character!
Okay, so,
I disagree.
So Bengal pipes up because, so I asked around, here's what I found out. First off, Rika had a big fight with her husband. Turns out she didn't tell him she was going off to fight orcs and nearly got killed, so he is upset. Also,
he'll get over it.
A couple of people in town disappeared. So far, all we know is that they seemingly left the city yesterday and never came back. They might have been attacked by orcs. It happens, but no one really knows or won't say. And something really weird happened down south of the wall, in this little port town. A couple of traders told me that a bunch of trolls just walked into town. Just walked in, scared the crap out of everyone, and just walked out the other side. Weird, huh?
Bengal,
So they didn't...
Sorry, go ahead.
They didn't do anything? They just walked in through one end and then walked out the other end?
Yes.
And didn't...
And,
That is slightly odd.
Bengal.
But that's miles away. But yes?
2 questions.
Yes.
1, what kind of angry? Are we talking Lucy and Ricky? Lucy, you got some explaining to do angry, or should we call the town guard kind of angry?
You're talking about Riga?
Yeah.
Probably more like... okay, this is breaking the fourth wall a little bit, so I'm just gonna not... I'm not gonna...
Because I put a lot of work into making sure that woman stayed alive. I don't want her to get... I don't want this to accidentally turn really dark on me.
She's not dangerous.
Okay.
They have a good relationship, other than
good.
the fact
So
that she lied to him, but...
Yeah, Lucy, you got some explaining to do. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Alright, second thing. Trolls!
Yeah, well, I mean, this is miles away, but this is something really weird, and so a lot of people are nervous. And I thought you guys would want to hear. So,
Every time,
okay.
Bengal.
About the half-orc. His name is Anka. He has a small house, more like a cottage, less than a mile out of town, next to the side of a large hill. I know where it is, and I can take you to it. And Sir Baumgartner is coming to town later in the afternoon, and I think he wants to talk to you. He's going to be in a white swan.
Wait, inside a white swan, as in the living animal?
As in the tavern which you guys were hanging out in yesterday.
Oh, goodness. Sorry. This is a weird town.
Yes, Garrett. We're going inside a white swan.
We have wizards and hippogriffs in this land. Having a white swan with a portable belly is in no way weird, and you know it.
It's weird, but it's not unheard of.
Sure. Whatever you say.
Listen, if you're afraid of everything bad happening, you're never surprised when it happens.
Righto.
So, what do you guys want to do? Do you want to investigate this thing first? Do you want to wait for Baumgartner to come back, or...
So this orc, the one who has the cottage up in the hill, he's the one that has the bunch of money, right?
Yes.
Half-orc. Don't be racist.
Half-orc.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. We should probably go check out that guy, though I am by no means in charge here. You guys are the big burly people. I just do your thing.
Big burly people, I come up to your belt line.
Well, I'm kind of a giant wuss.
Have you not heard any sentence that came out of my mouth?
Better you than me.
Our toughest guy is poisoned on the table. I'm sorry, keep cutting you off.
Okay, well, Celeste is buff. Let's start with that.
All right, so let's hide behind her.
I am buff enough, I suppose.
Go get a meat shield.
No, hey, all right. Well, first off, we don't know you, Captain Sparkle Shazam. What's your skill set?
I am a wizard.
No shit.
I specialize mostly in getting away.
What spells do you have?
Well, allow me to tell you. I currently have... Just let me look at my spells. There we go. I got stuff like acid splash, dancing light, daze, flare, light, message, prestidigitation, touch of fatigue. So if you're tired, you can't catch me.
So what you're saying is no actual damage.
He's listening off.
Why do you not have magic missile?
I have magic missile, though. Do I look like a fighter to you? I'm a giant goof. I don't know how to fight. I carry a stick. A stick,
well,
goddammit.
I mean, you see,
It's not even pointy.
Magic turns somebody who would not be good at hand-to-hand fighting into somebody who can hold their own, so...
Like from a distance.
Yeah, you know, far away from where all the swords and the pointy things are.
I'm more of like a pocket knife. Utility.
Sure. I'm a little nervous, but okay.
I am too.
Hey,
Why
look
am I
at
the
this,
second
you-
most... Go ahead.
You guys have the weapons. I'll deal with them. Just don't worry. It's not my first rodeo-ish. Maybe second, but it's good.
Why am I the second most lethal person in this party?
Okay.
Alright, let's go
Here
investigate
we
the half-orc.
go.
Yay! I'm gonna die.
Okay, so
You'll be fine, mostly.
so as you approach the hill, Okay, as you approach the hill, you can see someone crawling. He's bleeding from one leg.
Oh.
I know the
Okay.
feeling.
Are you, are you disappointed? Because this is kind of your jam.
Yeah, no, this is not a good. Okay.
Oh, because of the peril. Yeah, no, but I'm kind of getting desensitized to it.
Yeah, you know that one.
Okay, so
Okay.
what are you doing?
I am going to.
Well, you should have stabilize, shouldn't you?
Where are you?
Because I know that's a cantrip, and that's pretty much done.
Yeah, well, I mean, it doesn't
Let's
look
see.
like
Okay,
he's
hang
in
on.
danger for his life. It just looks like he's bleeding on his leg.
Well, you know, any
Okay.
kind of magic spell will stop bleed damage of any
Yeah.
kind,
Yeah,
and stabilize is just
you can
There you go,
always
you're
just
done.
use the
And it
heal
doesn't
skill and not use up a spell slot, but
Yeah. Okay. Well, so I have Cure Minor is a cantrip, isn't it?
yeah, it is.
Okay. So I'll do that just to see if I can stop the bleeding.
Okay, so
Hail and well met, friend. Can I help you?
he says, I stepped in some kind of trap. A bunch of bamboo spikes or something got my leg. I managed to pull them out and get away before that thing killed me.
Tom. Is bamboo?
what?
Sorry.
What thing?
The half orc, the guy who lives in that house. He set a bunch of traps around his house.
Right. Okay, the half orc that we're supposed to go and see. Great, fantastic.
2 points. One, he's a
yes?
half orc, not a thing. Chastising the guy.
Yes.
Secondly, Tom,
Yep.
is bamboo local to this region? Because otherwise, we got a really wackadoodle guy if we're in Canada land.
It's not, but it gets traded, and it's not uncommon to see it.
So you
It's
got
imported.
So you got some people who I'm going to use bamboo to make furniture, and this one wackadoodle who makes traps. That is so great.
Yeah. And, I mean, he does have a bunch of extra money lately, so I guess he decided to spring for some bamboo for some reason.
Because why not, right?
Sure.
It's fancy.
I'm looking at my skills for disabled
That's
device for
exotic.
traps.
How's that? Say that again?
I'm looking at my skill for disabled device. Tell me I have it. Tell me I have it. Why do I not? Oh, thank God I have it.
Why would you not have it?
I don't know. You built my character. I'm just praying that I have it.
Okay.
I'm allowed to be afraid. It's my character. I'm like Rincewind, except a little more
Okay.
talented.
So I'm going to do a Cure Minor Runes on our friend
Okay,
here,
so
just to
the zero level
stop the
spells you
bleeding.
prepared are Detect a Magic, Light, and Read Magic. So if you want to cast Cure, you're going to have to give up one of those spells to use as Cure.
Oh, yeah, sure. I'm going to say Read Magic
Yep, makes sense.
for now.
Okay. So you heal his leg, and he can at least step on it now. He can kind of limp, and the bleeding stopped. He says thank you, and he kind of looks at Garrett and is like, sorry. And
It's all right. The point is that you learn. We have to grow on this beautiful planet together and travel off. And why are you still here?
he just kind of like nods and limps away.
Please be safe, friends.
Fall another
Don't
pit
get caught
won't save you.
Any more traps? No more traps.
Now the
Stay on
cottage.
the road.
The cottage looks small and probably built by one person for themselves. It's made of wood and looks like it has maybe just 1 or 2 rooms inside. There are a few trees and bushes surrounding the cottage, such that it's really hard to step around them.
I guess I think I've got Detect Magic as one of my prepareds, so...
Okay.
And it's a level 0 spell, so...
Okay.
Do I detect any magic?
Now, Detect Magic has a pretty limited range. It's about 60 feet, so if there's something specific you want to go to and try Detect Magic at...
Basically towards the front door and those bushes.
Okay. No, you do not detect any magic.
I'm going to go, well, fellas, I don't think there's no magic on the door or the bushes. As for anything else, let's send the cleric.
Okay, the cleric has no trap-finding skills of whatsoever, and bamboo in the ground is in no way magic, and we already know that's a thing. We literally had
It could have been hidden.
with magic.
It could have been hidden.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay, so, Tom, I'm not familiar with 3.5. It's
search.
spot.
Search.
Search?
Yes. You have
Okay,
to
so
actively search around. You can't just look with your eyes. So,
That is so wonky. Okay.
With your eyeballs.
Alright, so I'm going to roll my search to see if I find any traps, and I got an 11, because I'm using a dice roller, because the sound of dice hitting my table would deafen a human being.
okay. You found the exposed bamboo trap. That's the only trap that you've managed to find.
Okay.
I guess I'll take a look.
I have an idea.
Anything else?
Yes.
Okay.
This isn't trap finding related, so I can wait till after, but I just have an idea.
Okay.
So can I take a look, Tom, too? Just to kind of build on
You do not
Garrett's success?
You do not have the trap finding ability. You can kind of do a search yourself and see if you discover anything, but you don't have the same knack for it.
Okay, alright, so I've got my intelligence bonus, and that's it.
Right. So you get plus
Son
4.
of a bitch. You got a 21
yes.
with a plus 4. Son of a bitch, my dice roll.
Yeah, you don't find anything either.
Okay.
Alright, so my idea. Because I am small, and there are an abundance of bushes, a poor stealthy person would go from bush to bush. I am not a poor stealthy person. I rip up one of the bushes from the ground and hide within it and walk.
Wait, what?
Like a ghillie suit?
Yes, effectively.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, solid
Okay.
snake. Let's do it.
So you
Someone
are basically
sing Snake Eater
uprooting
while I
an
do this.
entire bush with your bare hands,
Yes.
is what you're saying?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, roll a strength check.
I choose to take 20 because if I choose to take 20, it takes as long as it takes for me to get the maximum possible roll.
Okay. Alright, so you...
But I do it down the hill so no one spots me.
Okay, so you ripped up a small bush and you're carrying it with you.
His name is Norman, and he is my savior.
You named
right.
the bush.
Yes!
They've become
He is
very
He's an extra
protected.
NPC.
Yes.
Okay.
And you know what? Because he's ripped up, Norman's gonna die, so really life is precious.
Well,
Anyway,
that's depressing. So
Yep.
thank you for that.
You're welcome. Gives you perspective. But he didn't die for nothing. He died to protect me.
Okay, so you're hiding behind a bush that you were carrying.
No, in the bush. In the bush.
What's that?
It's. I'm in the bush. My legs are poking out.
Okay. Okay.
It's much funnier that way.
Okay. And what are you doing now that you have this incredible disguise?
Sneaking.
Okay, and which way are you sneaking?
Well, okay, let's say around the back of the house.
Okay, there's no back of the house. It's built into the side of a hill. So
You know what? Douche nozzle. Okay, I'm going to go along the side of the hill, because if I come up to the front door, that's stupid. I'm going to go along to the side of the hill, sneak along the side of the hill, and peek in through a window.
okay.
Which skill do you want me to use for that?
Okay, just 1 second. I've got to find this thing. Okay.
Find the roll for. There's a douchebag in a bush.
Spot hidden.
That's his skill to find me.
Okay, so, oh, let's see, what's your thing? Okay, so, you managed to almost trip over, a trap that you didn't find, but it's a razor wire that's been tied between 2 trees, and you almost trip over it, but you're okay. You lose your footing, you didn't get a cut, you're fine.
Thank you, Norman.
So you look, you manage to creep over the side. There's basically only windows on the front. So you kind of creep around and look in the closest window.
Tom?
Yep.
Can I mark the wire in any way so that the party will know it's there?
Well, they saw what happened, and so everyone
so
is
they
now
see.
aware of the wire.
Okay.
Hooray!
Okay. Now, inside the cottage is a small table, a cauldron for cooking, a bed, a wood-cutting axe just lying on the floor, and a bunch of mud tracked around. There's not much else. And on the far wall is what looks like a framed picture of sorts, except it's blank. It's just kind of all white. It looks like someone just hung up a blank paper or some other cheap paper-like material.
Okay.
Alright.
Just a little strange.
I creep over the door, because I don't want anyone else to get hurt while I'm doing this.
Mm-hmm.
And I try the lock. Just
Okay.
by reaching my hand across the wall to the door and just slowly turn it to see if there's any kind of traps or some shit.
There are no traps, and the door is actually unlocked. It doesn't seem to have any kind of lock on it.
And that itself is the trap.
You try it very carefully, and it does seem to open on its own.
Okay.
What's up?
Wait a moment. So, we're supposed to go and meet this half-orc fellow, and we were supposed to meet him at his abode. We're here, and we're not knocking on his door. We're just gonna open the door up.
He doesn't know you're coming.
Chaotic, good. If you have an objection, I will close the door and knock on it.
He doesn't... Well, that's even worse. He doesn't know we're coming. We should probably not show up unannounced.
Just walk in and say hi.
That's-
Technically, we're announcing.
That's...
We're just saving ourselves. We're just saving ourselves a step.
We should probably knock. I think we should probably knock. It's the polite
I'll
thing
use my
to do.
staff and knock on the door.
Okay.
Sure,
Okay.
that works.
Carefully stepping over the razor wire, you go over and knock on the door with the staff.
The open door.
Hello.
Okay. Everyone, roll me a listen check.
Okay.
What is that default to? Intelligence
Wisdom.
or wisdom? Oh, fuck you, Tom.
19. That's pretty good.
6. Durr.
Hang on a second here. Where are you?
It's my minus roll.
I hope I'm doing this right. Here we go. Whoa!
Oh,
Now
No,
20.
Cassie, you didn't roll a dice. You just.
Oh,
What did I do?
you just
You have to put a D. You have to put.
5, and it did the math
It
for
just
you.
gives you
25.
Yeah.
You
I was wondering about that.
Wait,
Hang
wait a
on.
minute.
You have
But
to put
it
a D
says-
in front of the 5.
Well, hold on, but it does say rolling. Oh, okay.
You have to put a D in front of the 20, otherwise it doesn't work.
Okay. I don't use this very often at all.
That's really funny.
I use this
don't
every
know.
Wednesday, so I know it enough to know this happens.
There we go. There we
There
are.
you go.
Okay,
That's-
16 is still a good roll.
Okay, so Big Mike, you hear a kind of sound from inside the house, but it's very faint and you can't tell where it's coming from.
What
but
kind of sound?
It's really hard to tell. It could be like floorboards creaking. It could be like it could be just the house settling. Could be like just like wind blowing something.
So it doesn't sound like a living creature made the sound.
It's really hard to say.
Okay.
In any case, nobody answers the call.
Okay, so I relay that information to the group. In no way do I cross the threshold of the house, and in no way do I leave my bush.
Okay.
I'll walk in.
Okay. Well, okay then, friend.
Okay. Let's see here.
Plays the same character every time. Anyway.
Okay, so remember that painting that was hung on the wall?
Yeah.
A crossbow bolt fires right through it from the other side. And it flies over your head and, like, past your shoulder and hits the door.
Because of course it does.
This guy is really paranoid. I think he and I could be friends and never visit each other.
Does my guy even notice that?
Oh, you definitely noticed it. That,
Oh dear.
That was
Keep going, I believe in you.
Before your eyes.
No, keep going, man. I believe in you.
No, not doing that again.
No, you can do it. I totally believe in it.
So what is everyone doing? I'm
staying here. This man's paranoid as shit.
And you can hear you can hear the sound of the crossbow being reloaded from behind the painting.
Oh, what fun!
Going back outside. See you later.
Okay. Did Bingo come with us?
No, he never comes with us.
Yeah,
he just gets us into these situations.
Yeah, he came with you, but he's been staying really far in the back and not been. He hasn't crossed the razor wire like the rest of you have.
Hey, Bingo?
Yes?
Can you run by this situation with us again as to what we were supposed to be doing?
Yeah, all I told you is this guy had a lot of money, and I told you where he lives, and I thought he was, he knows something about why the king might have been attacked by orcs.
Yeah, but he's got a really big fuck off design to his aesthetics.
So what you're telling me is you're the worst informant ever of all time.
Hey, I have lots of good information. The White Swan has been paying more in taxes lately. They're really stressed.
That's very, very useful information.
Where did this guy get his money?
PM.
He's been spending it all over town, and right before
the sex trade. Who cares?
He's up to something.
God.
Right. Okay.
You want me to deal with the crossbow?
Yeah.
All right.
Did it sound like it was being manually reloaded?
Yes.
No, it's an automatic. Wait, manually?
Yes.
Or automatically reloaded?
It sounds like a person reloading a crossbow.
Oh. Hi! We're not coming in anymore.
Okay, you can you hear his voice this time. He just says very loudly, everyone thinks I'm stupid. So they hear I have some money and think I'm easy pickings. The law says anyone who invades my property, especially seeing as it's outside city limits, they get caught in my traps, I can take their belongings. So if you want to keep your gear, you leave now and go back to town and tell everyone I'm not stupid.
We can do that anyway, but we don't mean you any harm.
We're cops.
Well, I mean, I don't know if
You're not a cop. Don't say that.
But, we're just looking for information. We were wondering if you'd be able to help us. We really do not mean any harm. We don't.
Okay. Roll a diplomacy check.
Okie dokie. Let me see what yep, okay.
You got this, Cassie.
Oh no.
I rolled an 8.
She rolled a 5 plus 3 and got an 8.
Yep.
Yeah.
So he yells, "Go away!"
Okay, I'm gonna go to bat. You don't mind if I give it a shot?
Okay.
Sure, go for it.
All right. Cool. I'm gonna give it a shot. You did good. I have a smaller modifier than you, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Okay.
Okay. That is
Son of a-
answer.
Believe the tree.
So I'm still the bush.
Bush was just like, Russell, please. Russell.
Okay. So
This powerful druid is talking to you.
I got a 19 plus 1. You stay in the woods long enough, everyone's a druid. Anyway. Okay, hello, sir. We are members of the King's private... What the hell, Tom, what the hell is the official term for what we are?
Well, basically, you've been knighted. You're knights.
We are Knights of King...
Philip.
Thank you. King Philip, and there has been unrest in the area in regards to your recent acquisition of funds. And because we are charged by the king for the people to investigate any and all concerns, we thought we would come and meet with you and get your side of the story. If you would please come out of the wall and stop trying to shoot us, I promise we will not kill you for trying to kill a member of the king's fucking knighthood. And I put out my hand to show, from the bush, to show the symbol.
Yes, we will also go back to town and tell everyone that you are not stupid.
Yes,
Okay.
that too.
So the painting gets like shoved off the wall, and you can see from behind there's like a secret extra room built into the hill, and he walks out, still has the crossbow pointed at you, and like very like loud plodding steps as he steps over, goes right to the door, swings it open, still pointing at you, and he's not directly threatening you, but he's like, he says, "I don't know anything about that."
About what? How you got your own money? I would hope you'd know. It didn't, like, wake up and be around your legs.
I found it.
Where?
It's none of your business.
Well, actually, it is kind of our business, sir, not to be offensive, because if it was stolen money, you would be technically considered an accessory to theft after the fact.
I didn't steal nothing.
If it had been...
Found
No,
it.
I'm not saying you stole... I'm not saying you stole something, but if you had found money that had been labeled stolen, according to the tenets of the law, you would be labeled an accessory after the fact.
I didn't find it in town. I found it out.
Wow.
There are no laws out in the wilderness. I can take what I find.
That is true, sir, but you are technically on the king's land, so the king's law does preside over the land, and I'm just letting you know that one. So,
I built my home
where'd you find
outside
it?
of town. I don't have to listen to your laws.
Okay, alright, tell you what, man, come on out here for a sec, come on up. You see that horizon?
You're
He's-
speaking to the
He
you're speaking to the half orc gentleman, correct?
yeah, he's
Yeah.
not he's not really responding. He's just still kind of looking at you.
Okay, because I'm still in the
At the
bush.
shrub telling him
Yeah.
to look.
Do you see the horizon? He owns that! And he owns everything around it, which you happen to be in. It's called serfdom.
He doesn't own my house. He doesn't own my belongings.
Oh my god. Okay, cool. I was actually going to try and be friends with you because I love your architectural style, because I don't like dying either. But you know what? Someone tag in. Anyone want to tag in?
You said something that almost was a threat, and now you're just passing it off to someone else.
Yes.
Yeah, basically.
It's like, that's kind of who I am.
That
coward.
That sounds about right.
I got nothing. Don't look at me.
Okay, don't you want, to do good for the good of others
Good.
and good?
You're gonna have to roll a really good diplomacy to make that line work.
Can we just say
Really
she got
convincing.
Can we just say she got a critical 1 and that's just how it came out?
No, I want to roll a diplomacy and see if that works.
If she gets a nat
You might
20,
be
I'm
this
gonna
dumb.
literally drop my earbuds and walk away from this table screaming.
Wow.
She got a 1 with a +3, which put it at a 4. That is exactly what that would sound like. Cassie, I want you to know that for years I've wanted people when they get to nat 1s to just say exactly the words you have said today. Thank you. You have filled a career goal for me.
I'm happy to have obliged.
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna say, all right, let me try some diplomacy. I'm not trained in it, so I'm
Okay.
rolling natural here.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think any of us are.
Okay, you roll a 17.
Yep.
I'm gonna say,
That's good.
look, sir, it would be in your best interest, and I think you might be able to get a little bit more money out of this if you're more willing to help us out. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours, and we'll obviously tell the people in town that you're not stupid.
Yeah. Well,
Because
definitely.
clearly we know this.
Yeah. I mean, wow, like that, hidden compartment in your wall. Super smart. All your traps. You did that.
Almost taking my head off my shoulders. Didn't see that one coming.
Yeah.
Right.
You're like anybody who says that you're some kind of idiot. I mean, they're the idiots clearly.
They're the real dummies.
Yeah, they're the stupids.
All right. Well, his sense motive is garbage, so he actually.
I mean, we could have been lying to this asshole the entire time and said we are the thunder god Ra, Hupchesut, and Thor. Do what we say.
So So he says.
He likes my pointy hat.
So he goes. All right. I'm bringing my crossbow.
That's fine.
Why are you going anywhere? We just want to talk to you.
Okay. So he steps out into the open, and he closes the door behind him so you don't go into his house.
That's fine.
Oh, the guy over there, that's Bangle. He's useless. Anyway.
Oh, yes, also that.
Okay.
Did you just roll for Bangle being offended?
Yes. Except, no, not at all.
Because I don't give a crap about how Bangle feels.
Okay,
I'm currently mad at Bingle, so
Yeah, I think we all are.
the half-orc that you're speaking to just got shot with an arrow.
Son of a bitch!
What?
Bangle!
He just got an arrow right into his side. Like, it came pretty
Okay.
close to, Garrett, actually. But,
See?
so...
Norman!
So, Anka, the half-orc, snarls, turns the crossbow over to where he thinks the attack came from, and fires back. And, you can see someone in the bushes, that's, turning to run away now.
Oh, wow, that's so rough that I have a fucking crossbow! I'm gonna attack. I'm gonna shoot an arrow at him, because he is ruining...
Can I see the guy?
Yeah, you can see him. He's hiding behind the bushes, but
Oh, shit, what's the critical on that?
but I mean,
Oh!
Wow!
Sorry,
Wow!
I got a 19 and I crit an 18 to 20. Sorry, I was really happy
19
about
to
that.
20. But yes, that's reroll.
But that is
Reroll
yeah.
to confirm.
Yeah. Okay. That's just a hit, so I just have to... All I have to do is hit him a second time for that to confirm.
Okay, let me see. Huh. Okay.
His armor class is 50 is less than 15, isn't it? Or 15.
No, it's 16. You just barely missed
well-
the crit.
Ah, screw it, I still hit him.
Yeah, you still hit him.
And
So,
because his back is turned to me and he's fleeing, does it count as a sneak attack?
it does not count as a sneak attack because he's not
He didn't see
flat-footed,
it?
and he was aware of you.
Yeah.
But roll normal damage.
Okay. I'm going to just hit him with a ding. It wasn't going to be anything too bad. Now it's just 2 damage.
1d4. It's 1d6.
Rapier's 1d4, dude.
I thought
At my size category.
I thought you were shooting. I thought you were shooting a crossbow.
Oh.
Yeah, so did
God
I.
damn it. I am so stupid. Oh. Yeah, I can't shoot a rapier. Ugh. Anyway, light crossbow, 1d6.
Not
I was
yet.
wondering why you said the threat range was 18 to 20.
Yeah, I was looking at the rapier stats because I have the sheet scrolled a certain way so that I can see all my stuff at the same time, but it left the names out. Sorry.
Okay.
So yeah, 5 damage.
Okay, so you catch him in the back. He screams out a little bit. You can see it's a guy wearing leather armor and a hood, and he hasn't broken his stride. You got him in the back, but he's still running.
Okay.
I guess I'll use magic missile.
Okay.
Try and slow him down.
Can you reach him with daze?
I
Because I'll stop him in his tracks.
He doesn't have daze. He has.
do
He
not.
has sleep.
Charm person and charm person prepared.
Wait, what?
Sleep.
And magic missile.
And
I have
sleep.
charm person and magic missile and sleep prepared.
Yeah, try sleep.
Sleep.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
do it.
Let's do it.
Because you'll still hit him with magic missile even if you miss with the sleep range.
All right.
Okay. Let's see.
No, Cassie, you have daze. Right?
If I do, I don't have it prepared.
So I believe
I thought one of
he
us
gets.
had
Okay, will save throw against that. Oh, he just drops.
Good night.
Night, night.
So you
Alright.
should go get him.
All right, big tough lady, go interrogate him.
No, I got
Okie
this.
dokie.
I'm the special.
Go get him, Bush.
Thank you. Dum, da, dum, da, dum, da, dum.
Are you still wearing your
I have
your
until I take it off. It's still on me. Those are the rules of pen and paper RPGing.
Alright.
Because you never know who's out there to kill you. Case in point.
While you're doing that, I'm going to cure minor wounds on our half-orc friend.
He's very resistant to you coming near him.
Okay.
Like he's like he sees you walking towards him with a hand outreached, and he's like pointing the crossbow at you.
I can try and talk him down.
It's like, no, friends. I'm just here to cure your wounds. I hold up my like holy symbol of Paylor. I don't know. Do you want to
try
I'm
that?
a cleric.
If you're good. Try your diplomacy
Okay.
again. Let's see how that goes.
Okay, yeah, roll
Sure.
diplomacy.
Oh God, I'm
This
waiting
isn't
for it.
this
Nice.
is not
21.
a hard sell. Okay, so he lowers his crossbow and puts it away. He takes out a battle axe in one hand, but he lets you approach.
Right. Okay. So I go and
With
I
zero wound.
cure minor wounds on him.
Okay, so which spell are you giving up for that?
Light.
Okay. Okay, so you take away one of the hit points that was damaged, and he seems to trust you a little bit more now. He has less hostility in his eyes, from what you can see. Okay,
Good.
so,
I give him a little smile, and then I turn around and I like wander towards the direction that Garrett's heading.
okay, so
All right. So first thing, I take his weapons off of him,
okay, so he has
and I am thorough.
he has a composite longbow and 10 daggers.
Well, can't
and-
use that.
Holy
and a
crap.
buckler.
That's a lot of daggers.
Take
Why
off
does
his
this guy got
boots.
so many pointy things?
Well,
check his
they're
boots.
balanced for throwing, so
Grab his
Oh.
butt. Make sure there's nothing hidden in the crack. You know, standard issue stuff.
yeah, he's out. Like the spell put him completely
know.
under. So
I know. That's why I'm combing his body for everything.
So you
I know him now better than his doctor does.
so
Oh boy.
Wow.
Hey, I am afraid, and he is taller than me.
yeah, so yeah, he's
I
got his
feel
bow.
like that
He's
is
got
your constant state 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, though.
Oh yeah, pretty solid on, yeah.
So-
But it kind of has a scale,
yeah. So
like an engine.
everything he has on him is a buckler, his bow, some arrows, his daggers, and a little bit of gold.
Cool. I'm going to bind his hands and feet with branches from Norman.
Okay. I'm going to
Now,
have you roll
it's a utility.
use rope for that.
Okay, I have to roll use rope?
Yeah, I mean, if you're trying to use branches as rope, I think that takes a little bit of skill.
No, I'm just impressed there's a use rope skill.
Yeah. That's 3.5.
Because it's like, use... Jesus.
Yep.
Alright. 10. I don't know how good that is for the use of use rope.
You know what? Let's just have you take 20 on it, because I imagine if... Because I imagine if he's asleep and you're trying
I've got the time.
If you're trying to tie it, it's not really tying on its own. You're going to keep trying until you get it right.
Okay, so now that he's tied up, I slap him awake a couple of times.
Okay. Oh, he snaps awake immediately the first time you slap him.
I know, but he gets 2, because I'm generous. And I make sure he's staring right at the bush as I'm sitting on his chest, because my legs are popping out. And then I part the bush with my hands and I say, "Who sent you?"
He says nothing. He's like clam.
And then I retreat back into the bush.
Cool.
You're afraid of the guy tied up and helpless.
So
I'm thinking about it. I don't want to show concern.
I sidle up next to Garrett Bush. And I'm assuming this guy is like on he's super like tied up on the ground.
Yeah.
Like I can kind of like.
I'm sitting on his chest. It's all pretty kosher.
Cool. So I like kneel down to talk to him. Hey, buddy. What you doing shooting at us?
He doesn't say a word.
I guess I'll try and roll a diplomacy, see if I can get him to talk.
This might be kind of an intimidation thing, though. Does anyone have a good intimidate?
What's the modifier for that?
Both diplomacy and intimidate would use charisma.
Okay, so I'm rolling nothing
whichever you. Yeah.
19.
Oh, dude. Oh, that's okay. All right.
I'm gonna be like, look, my friend in the shrub is very unpleasant when he's very mad.
Okay, so you're doing intimidate then.
Yeah, I'm like, look, man, I don't want to hurt you. I really don't. But the guy in the shrub, he might go nuts.
Okay.
So you tell us what we want to know, and you walk. Presumably. Please?
Please?
You should get a negative to your modifier just for saying please.
Yeah.
You really should. Just, you had it. You were fine. But then you said please.
You were doing great, and then you groveled.
Let's see.
I'm counting on that shrubness to give me a plus.
What's this guy's stat? Let's see. No, he just his eyes are just completely resolute, and he's not opening his mouth.
Wow. Well, I don't want to torture the guy.
Well, okay. I mean, we could. It's not necessarily torture, but we could kind of screw with him a little.
I like the way you're going.
Like a little.
I mean, you know what?
You can always just
let me
take him back to town, and when Sir Baumgartner comes, he can say he knows something.
Well, we could.
That's fair enough.
Okay. Well, first off, before we do that, we need to talk to the half-orc.
Okay.
So I
Yes.
rotate on my seat on this man's chest and go and open my bushes again. It's like, hey, do you know this guy? Does anything he wear look familiar to you?
He kind of like looks down at the guy, looks back up at you, and
Down. It's down, dude. I'm low.
well, up relatively.
Looks up slightly.
He's like, no, I've never seen him before in my life.
Rock.
You guys can roll sense motive on that.
All right. What's that a default to?
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Oh, goody. The one I'm the worst at.
Do 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 do.
19 total.
7 again.
He's a terrible
Do
liar.
do do.
Okay. So I look up at him. It's like, what's his name?
It's like, how should I know what his name is?
No, you. I'm asking you, Tom. What's this guy's name?
Oh, okay. The half-orc is Anka.
Yeah. Anka, when you lie to me, you don't just lie to me. You lie to Norman. And he died for your sins.
Respect the bush.
Now, I think we've proven to you that we are relatively decent, upstanding people, because when you were attacked, we didn't turn around and steal your money. We caught the guy and made sure you were okay. And I think we've done right by you. And I think, with a fucking 18 on the roll, I think that you need to trust us.
That's
Yeah,
a
we're
diplomacy
okay.
you just rolled?
Yeah, I rolled diplomacy.
Okay.
He's
That's
good people, and I barely know him.
Yeah, we're okay.
We're the okay team.
Well, let me see.
We're
Was
okay.
So he just goes, okay, fine.
Mm-hmm.
And then...
Okay, so what exactly are you asking him to do? Because you just said for him to trust you.
So, who is this
Who is this man?
person?
Who is this asshole?
Why is he
Who's
trying to kill you?
Shoot at us, specifically at you. He shot at you. Why is that?
Who did you piss off?
Tell
What
me your
happened?
secrets.
He's like squirming. He looks really uncomfortable. He doesn't want to say anything, but
Hey, calm. It's okay. It's okay.
No judgment here.
We're your friends. We'll make sure that no one hurts you. Okay?
We're his friends.
We're his friends.
Okay.
Be nice.
He's been
I
trying
wish
to
him no
crossbite me all the
specific
time.
harm.
We can help you. You just gotta tell us what's up, okay? I'm gonna roll diplomacy and hope that goes well.
okay.
Critical one. Nope.
15.
Yeah, that's good.
That's okay.
Okay, so he finally he kind of caves. He says this guy paid me a bunch of money to deliver a message to an orc tribe.
Okay.
And his name was...
What's that? Oh, I don't
know
his name. There's an orc tribe. They wanted. He said they wouldn't listen to a human, so he sent me.
Do you know what he looks like? What color his clothings were? Were there any
No,
distinctive
this guy
markings
that you're sitting on.
Oh, this is him.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that! How much little looking we had to do. Alrighty.
Okay, wait. Just so Celeste understand, I'm a little. So you were paid a lot of money to give a message to some orc tribes, and this was the guy that came to collect the message?
This is the guy who gave me the message and who gave me the money.
Oh. Well, okay. And you're supposed to deliver the message to whom?
No, he already did. That was the message that was delivered to try and get the king killed, because we were trying to figure out how the orcs knew where the king was, and that's how it is. Yeah, that's the thread.
Why'd you do that?
Well,
That's not nice.
He obviously didn't know.
You can't. You almost grave danger.
That's right. I didn't know. You have to tell them I didn't know what it was. I don't know anything.
Right. Okay. Well. Okay. Why'd you do it?
See, you broke her heart.
He gave me a lot of money. I didn't ask
but
questions.
You could have got the money some other way.
He looks really exasperated.
Anyway,
Don't you give her that. You broke this young lady's heart, and she's clearly, for some reason, become invested in you. You don't pay that back by being salty.
He says, so are we good?
No. You broke my heart, Fredo. Really? No one laughs at a Godfather's reference?
Stop it.
Sir, I'm unfamiliar with
I
that
got
movie,
it. I
I'm
just
sorry.
didn't want to acknowledge him breaking the fourth wall again.
Broke my heart,
Well,
Fredo.
I mean... Alright. I guess that's that.
Alright. Some violin music slowly fades in.
I thought you were a real good person. And
What are you
maybe
basing
I was
that on?
wrong.
Just let her have her moment. She's doing character development.
And that is where we're gonna leave tonight off. Thank you so much for
Dorcas
joining
is
us.
so lost.
We have been
Confused.
Very confused.
And extremely paranoid from
Oh
D20
boy.
Live.
Oh boy, I have been Cassie D20 Love True playing Celeste.
I have been Mike from D20 Live. Come check us out playing Garrett.
I've been Mike the Birdman Dodd playing Dorcas the Wizard from thisweekingeek.net.
And I'm Tom Hughes and Evil Genius White, your host. Don't forget to follow us at Dice Warriors. Thank you for joining us. Have a good night.
Bye!
So lost.
The final episode of the Bloodwall campaign on Thursday for both the North and the South. Give us some feedback on our Discord channel or leave us a review on iTunes or Spotify or wherever it is you are listening to this podcast on. Every time you leave a review or rate the show helps us become more visible to another listener who may not know about our podcast without your review helping to push those algorithms around. So thank you for your support, both financially through Patreon, but also social engineering. Don't ever underestimate the power of word of mouth. In September, we launch our new year of Terrible Warrior campaigns with Tales from the Loop. But if you're a Patreon supporter, you should check out the Patreon page on September 1st. There will be a poll running throughout the month of September, which will let us know which games we should be recording next. There will be 4 choices for you to choose from. 3 of them are actually sequels. One of them is even Tales from the Loop itself. You want us to keep playing this game? We will if you vote for it. Check it out. I won't reveal just yet which 4 they are, but they're all amazing, and they're all, surprisingly, completely different genres from each other. It's Choose Your Own Adventure year on the Terrible Warriors through our Patreon program. And return to us on Thursday for the finale to the Bloodwall campaign. And in 1 week's time, we launch the 6th year right here on the Terrible Warriors.